I waited months to be able to sit down and record this one video. This is it. This is for all the TSAs, the pump the brakes crew. All the anger I have built up inside of me is gonna be taken out in this video. My name's Brianna. If you didn't know that, now you do. This is types of people going through security. I think most of you can guess where I work, but I'm just not gonna be that dumbass that just bluntly says where she works on the internet. In the beginning of the season, I sat through a meeting on how we weren't allowed to talk about anything about where we worked on social media. And I don't think this is what they meant, because we have a lot of radio stations that come into the amusement park. Basically, if any of them ever come up to us in uniform or not, we're not allowed to say anything. This is my own YouTube channel, and this is just going through security in general. Since I was a little girl, I've wanted to be in some sort of law enforcement, whether it was a lawyer, a victim's advocate, a police officer, and this job sort of set that in solid for me. But it was my first time working with metal detectors, and it really fucking made me realize how stupid people are going through them. This job and most of the people I've met there have been what has put my life in place. It's insane. It's pushed me so far out of my comfort zone, which has been something I've struggled with my entire life so severely. I'll never be able to thank the people I've met there enough for what they've done for me. But without further ado, here are the types of people going through security. I'm not gonna be really listing off specific types of people. I'm just gonna be sharing mine and my coworkers' experiences because it's fucking mind-blowing. Once you get into a security job, whether it's something as minor as an amusement park or as insane as a fucking courthouse, whether you're a fucking police officer and you have a fucking cruiser, people are fucking crackheads. I have dealt with drunks. People trying to bring in drugs with their children right next to them. People walk through metal detectors with their fucking metal in their pockets after you scream at them multiple times to have all metal out of their pockets, guys. This job kept me sane, but it drove me out of my mind. So there's 3 positions. We would have pacing, bagging, and directing. Pacing, you would be outside the metal detectors, screaming at the incoming people, saying, please have your bags open and on the table, ready for inspection. If you have anything metal in your pockets, such as phones, keys, wallets, have them in the bins on the table in front of you. We'd say it in a much shorter version because we'd have to scream this on repeat at thousands of people a day, coming in non-stop. And people have selective hearing, I understand that, but when they're right in front of your face, and when you're walking up to a metal detector, when you see people putting bags on the table, even if you don't speak English, if you have eyes, if you're not blind, the majority of the population isn't, can't you have some common sense and figure it out? Bagging, you're at a table with 3 bins in front of you. You have a fucking stick. So when you're looking through the bag, you don't get stuck with anything sharp and you don't get accused of stealing anything. Directing, you're inside the metal detector, basically watching the sides of it, where it goes off, if it goes off, directing the people through. And if it goes off, you basically have to evaluate. First time you ask, you have anything else in your pockets, phones, keys, any metal. Usually it's a phone. If not, it's usually a belt. Some belts go off and some don't. Some people like to be like, it's my belt, and fucking take the belt off in front of you. Don't take your fucking belt off in front of me. That is why we have handheld metal detectors, motherfuckers. Have you ever seen one of those? Yeah, that's what they're for. Please don't undress in front of me. Please, motherfucker, you're holding up everybody. You're making my job harder. Please, just let me take this motherfucking handheld metal fucking detector and warn you. Dude, get out of my sight. Thanks. People make it so hard. Do I need to take my belt off? Do I need to take my jacket off? I have buttons on my jacket. I have buttons on my pants. These things are made for detecting weapons. I don't want your fucking penny that's in your pocket. I don't want your bobby pin that's in your hair. I promise you, the fucking paper clip that's on the paper, your paper ticket that you're holding in your hand, I don't want that either. I promise you it's not gonna set it off. It's not a paper detector. The people that put their bags on the table and then think we're gonna steal from them, even though we have like literally hundreds of cameras up at security, it's security. There's fucking cameras, trust me. Walk through. I hate when I'm directing, I'm trying to get someone through a metal detector, my coworker is bagging. It is so awkward when I'm looking through someone's bag and they're just staring me down. Or when I'm in the metal detector trying to get someone through and my coworker is looking at me like, can you please get this person through? And they're trying to get them through while at the same time like simultaneously searching through their bag and they're like, can you please go through? And I'm yelling at them over and over, you can walk through, please walk through, ma'am, sir, whatever, please walk through. We have cameras, they're not gonna take anything. Walk through. And they don't walk through until they're done looking through their bag, especially on busy days when the lines are all the way out to the parking lot. People are getting pissed because people won't go through. Like, we come off as rude because we're trying to have like good customer service and get the people all the way that are in the parking lot into the park. Like, can you just fucking walk? Can you take one step through this metal detector? Get your bag on the directly other side of the metal detector so the next person can walk through. Thank you. There have to be multiple parts to this video because it's endless. When people's belts go off and they need to be wanded down, I have had multiple people, usually men, usually very unintelligent men, stand way too close to me while I'm wanding them down. I mean, up in my shit. You are supposed to stand, I mean, at least like a foot away from me while I'm wanding you, not pressed against my body, unless you want me to hit you with this fucking wand. Like, I have hit people because they stood too close to me, and I've not given a fuck. If you're gonna be that ignorant and stand way too close to me, while I have told you, you need to have your arms out like this and stand at least a foot away from me, you need to have common sense, or else you're gonna get whacked with the wand, okay? And you can tell when they're competent and not. I absolutely hate this. This is honestly the #1 thing I hate. When the metal detector goes off, it shows us where it goes off on you. So if a girl walks through, let's say they're wearing earrings. If they're wearing earrings, it's gonna go off up here. If they're wearing a belt, it's gonna go off down here. If they're wearing steel toes, it's gonna go off down near their shoes. So if a guy walks through and he's wearing steel toe boots, and I ask him, do you have steel toe boots on? Because it went off down near his steel toe fucking boots that are clearly steel toe because it went off on his fucking steel toe boots. He goes, oh no, I have a belt on. And it didn't go off near the belt because some belts are fine and they don't go off and some do. And they go, no, I don't have steel toe boots on. It's my belt. It's my belt. Wand me down. I'll take the belt off. It's my belt. It's my belt. When I do my job every single day for months on end, motherfucker, when I look at these metal detectors every single day and I know how they work, don't you dare tell me why the metal detector is going off. Lift up your fucking pant legs so I can see that you don't have a pistol right about here and right about here. Please have a great day. One of my first days working at this job, I found a mother with about 8 grams of weed. This is no joke. 3 little girls with her, and she had about 8 grams of fucking marijuana in her purse. So I open up her bag, it's just sticking out, like I can't not say anything about it. And I look at her, and I look at the 3 girls, and I look back at her, and I go, yeah, you can't bring this in, ma'am. And she just like looks at me embarrassed, and she's just like, yeah, I'm so sorry, and she just like runs back out the metal detector. Look, let me teach you all a lesson right now. If you're gonna sneak drugs into a fucking amusement park, do it the right way. Put it in your pocket. Why would you put it in a place that they're gonna search? Are drugs metal? Is money metal? Strollers, oh my god. Strollers are made of metal. The whole fucking thing is made of metal. We ask people with strollers to take all the bags off the stroller, put them on the table. Obviously, we are going to tell you to push the stroller through first because it's going to set the metal detector off because your stroller is metal. Push the stroller through to me first because it's gonna go bee wee 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 wee. Don't fucking take it back. Don't leave it in the middle because it'll fucking go off and drive me and all my coworkers insane. The guests will be looking around like, why is this metal detector broken? What the fuck is going on? No, there is metal in the metal detector. That is perfectly normal. Trust me, it's working. Metal detector, this metal detector's working, yo, it's working. All set. All set. Oh, I left my phone on the stroller. No, the whole stroller is fucking metal. Oh, it's my little keychain on the stroller. The whole stroller is metal. It's my little clip on the stroller. The whole stroller. Guess what? Guess what? Oh my God. It's metal. See, this is a stroller, okay? Push the stroller through the metal detector, and then the person will continue to walk through. Like, walk back real quick. Okay, I gave it a second to reset. No, it's not reset. It's gonna go off. Oh, I have nothing on me. I'm innocent. I know you're fucking innocent, but the metal detector isn't reset. So walk back, please. And then they're like, what? What's going on? Oh my God, why did the stroller beep? What? It's plastic. It's... What? Am I gonna go to jail? Oh, back up. I have so many. Is your ticket metal? I had a kid ask me, is money metal? I witnessed someone ask my coworker Lisa, is this poncho metal? Is this poncho metal? If it's not metal, keep it in your pocket. A couple weeks ago, my coworker was pacing, doing the, just make sure anything metal's out of your pockets. Then this guy walks through with his phone in his pocket, and it goes off, and I was directing. And I said, do you have any phones or keys in your pockets? He goes, yeah, I have a phone. He just said anything metal. And I was just so done with this day. I said, sir, your phone is metal. Have a great day. Guys, have common sense and you will get through life. But if you don't, you won't. Get high and drunk before you come into the amusement park. Not so much that you're gonna get arrested, because I've had people come in so much to the point where I know they're fucking intoxicated, but am I gonna go walk to the fucking police officers that sit on the fucking two ends of security and go, hey, these people are so intoxicated that they can't even fucking stand, and they're setting off the metal detector because they can't even stand up and walk straight through it? No. Because they're gonna walk 5 feet into the park, walk into a security officer, and get their ass arrested, and get driven out the back entrance, and get put in jail. Don't be stupid about shit, and you won't get in trouble. I've learned that myself from my own life. So I just like watching people be unbelievably dumb and sharing it on the internet for you guys. If you guys know where I work and you ever go next year, if you ever go again, please take what you heard from this video and fix it. Make my job easier. Make my coworkers' lives easier. Every day you think it can't get worse, and then you see something that's just like, at the end of the year, we have haunted houses and scary things, and the rules change, and we have to tell everyone to flip up their hoods and take their hats off because we're checking for nips and alcohol and all this shit, and people get pissed because they can't bring waters in if they're not unopened. If they bring like at-home water bottles, if they're not store-bought like this, if they're not literally unopened like this, we have to watch them dump it out in front of us in the drain on the ground outside the metal detectors, and they get so fucking mad. They go, you wanna smell it, you wanna smell it, this is ridiculous. No matter how calmly you explain it to them, they don't understand that once you go back out of the park, because you can go back out and come back in. I bought it in the park, it's fine to come back in. Ma'am, we don't know what you're bringing back in the park once you leave the park. You can fucking smell it, it's not alcohol, it's just water. I don't give a fuck. You left the park, you're coming back in, the same rules apply. It doesn't take that much smarts, it doesn't take much common sense to understand that. But people fight you on it, and people like to ask for the park policies, people like to go over to guest services and fucking force them to print out the policies. Past few weeks, they've been throwing me in the parking lot because I am just really good at taking my anger out on people in their vehicles because people don't know how to drive. Parking lot is a different story. People lose their brains when they go to amusement parks. In parking lot, I watched I got hit by 3 cars reversing because I was put in pickup drop-off area. And the first priority for pickup drop-off is getting the main traffic from the main road in there. So when 4 to 6, 8 cars are reversing at the same time into the cars that are driving in this fucking parking lot at the same time, and they're getting mad because they can't reverse because there's cars behind them, and you have to directly put your body in front of these cars so they don't hit these cars behind them, and they're getting mad at you because you don't want them to hit these cars.
Can you help me reverse?
They're getting mad at you because the first priority is getting the main traffic in this parking lot and not them reversing and getting them home. Yes, ma'am, I'll help you reverse, but the first priority is getting the main traffic from the main fucking street into this fucking park and not your ass out of this parking lot and home. Thank you. And they sarcastically are like,
okay, thanks so much, you fucking bitch.
You're very welcome, ma'am. Deep breaths, Brianna. I know that was just a lot of ranting, but I don't know where I would be if I didn't find this job, if I didn't apply to this job, if I didn't go to the interview, because I met so many fucking people. That's changed my life. And I realized something last night. Every time a job ends, every time someone leaves me, it's a cycle for me. All my emotions hit me at once. And I get extremely emotional, and it's very, 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 very bad for me. I get very low for a very long time. It's a combination of my bipolar disorder and borderline personality disorder and just getting way too attached to a situation and fearing change severely. So I'm trying really hard right now, but this job really did push me so far out of my comfort zone, which has been my biggest fear my entire life. It taught me how to communicate with people. It pushed me to do things my anxiety never let me in my entire life. Now I know I can literally do anything. And right now I feel crippled in my anxiety because I get so used to a situation and then change hits and I feel crippled and depressed. And I go into a depressive episode. I just try so hard to find myself again. It's just a weird process. It's hard to explain, and I'll have to make another video on it. But I'm in a really weird place right now, and I don't know if it's good or bad. I know it's not terrible, and I know it's not good. For everyone I'm gonna see next year when I go back, I fucking love you guys. Thank you for fucking everything. Thank you for taking who I was and making me grow. Thank you for being insane with me and crazy and stupid and annoying and everything I am, and thank you for accepting everything I am. When I don't even know what's going on in my own head, thank you for being there. I know that place can be like a fucking high school. It's like filled with drama. A lot of people I met there, I'm so glad I never have to see again, honestly. For the people who are watching this who did nothing but cause drama and were batshit crazy, fuck off. For the people who went through shit with me and who are in my life and who still are in my life in any way, I love you to death. So, we made it through. Fucking assholes. Fucking batshit crazy fucks. So, thank you guys for watching this video. Like always, please stay safe. If you're not subscribed, please take a moment to do that. I love and care about every single one of you guys, and I appreciate every single one of you guys' support. And remember, flip a bitch off and move the fuck on. No one is worth your pain. Hopefully I will see you guys soon. Thank you all for an amazing, somewhat amazing, let's just say an experience. Thank you guys for an experience of a first season. And for those of you who don't work with me, I hope you guys enjoyed this. And the next time we go through a metal detector, take something out of this video, leave everything that's not metal in your fucking pockets, please. I love you guys, and I'll see you soon.